Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I'm Kristen Volturno.
We've got another day of previews for the upcoming new cards from Force of Will's latest set, Legacy Lost.
Yes, we do.
And there are some great ones in here, so let's jump right in it. We've got a new ruler we're going to look at first. This is a bad guy, right? This is one bad hombre.
Yeah.
We've got Soul, the Hierophant of the Helios Star. Rolls right off the tongue.
Not quite, but he is the mentor of Mercurius and Mars, so we have a big baddie introducing himself into this set. He energizes for fire and water, so you right off the bat have both Mercurius's and Mars colors. He starts off with 2 mana counters when you play him, and you can remove a mana counter to produce fire or water.
Makes sense. Okay, pretty logical. And then he, of course, flips into Soul, Dark Commander of Steam. What happens then?
He becomes mana 5, and when he enters the battlefield, you can remove Runic Commander Demon Akiat?
Akiat? Sure.
The demons have all funky names.
Yeah.
To gain 5 more mana counters. If you remove him this way, he gets plus 600, which makes him an 1100.
Okay.
And he also retains the ability to remove mana counters to produce fire or water.
Okay, but it sounds like to really get this guy into high gear, you gotta have his little buddy there as fodder to sacrifice. Let's take a look at Runic Commander Demon. We'll say Akiat, but feel free to correct me in the comments. You guys love to do that. What's going on here?
So he's the one you sacrifice to Soul to remove from play.
Yep.
When he enters the field, you put a mana counter on your J roller. And then if you play a chant, you can return him to your hand. So you could essentially
just keep kind of looping them over and over and stack up those counters. All right, so that's not terrible. So either way, you can play him and get value that way, or you can pitch him for the ruler there. Some flexibility. I like that. That's pretty good. All right. So of course, to help pay for all this stuff, you're going to need a Magic Stone, and we've got one here that fits on theme. We've got Magic Stone of Vaporization. So
it's another dual special Magic Stone that if you don't have this ruler, you can pay 300 to put it into the field not rusted.
Sure.
It taps for fire or water, and you can pay 1 to rest to put a mana counter on your J ruler.
Okay, so I like these because even if you're not doing something with the stone that turn, you can kind of invest in a future turn, which is great. Some of the other stones let you kind of buff up your resonators a little bit. So the stones that give you some extra value there, in addition to just making resources that you can spend, they give you other ways to make use of them. I really like these.
The best part about this stone is you can use it with Mars or Mercurius as well.
Also true. Yeah, all right, great. This next one I know you're really excited about. Conjure Time Bomb. What's going on here?
Alright, so Conjure Time Bomb is an ancient magic chant. For 2 total costs, you can play a 100/100 Firebomb Resonator that you banish at the beginning of your turn to deal 1,000 damage to your opponent and each J Resonator they control. Okay, so it's a time bomb with a pretty long fuse because your opponent will have their whole turn to get that off the playing field. All right. So, However, you can accelerate that by paying the awakening cost, by paying additional 3 to make it at the end of your turn instead.
So that greatly closes the window of time that they can react to those.
But you are looking at 5 total costs, and you have to pay fire for those. Okay, so that's going to be a tricky one to use effectively, but we'll see if it slots into a deck there that needs a way to kind of control the board. So that's an interesting one. All right, Rune of Soul. Bruna Soul is another ancient magic at instant speed for 2 total cost. You search your deck for an ancient magic spell and put it in your hand.
Okay, so in Magic, we would call this a tutor. It lets you kind of tutor up something or dig through your deck to find a specific card that you need. How powerful is that effect in Force of Will?
There are some older ancient magic spells in older sets prior to this Lapis cluster, but there were quite a bit of ancient magics introduced in Curse of the Frozen Casket. And as we progress in the Lapis cluster, I imagine we're going to see so much more ancient magic. So it's going to be a good card, I believe.
All right, I like it. One more here to close it out. Another really cool fun one, the Twin-Headed Dragon.
Yes. The art is amazing for this card. For 4 total cost, you have a 1,000 flyer.
Sold right there. I'll take it. That's good, right? Like, I don't need anything else. But he has more.
But you can spend its awakening costs as if they were ancient magic. So you can use Soul to essentially pay for this card's awakening costs. So if you pay 1 fire, you deal 1,000 damage to target resonator as it enters the field.
Sweet.
And then if you pay a water, you rest 2 target resonators, and they don't recover during the next untap step.
Gross. Okay, so you can either just outright destroy a big threat, or you can kind of lock down some of the other stuff and give yourself some breathing room, time to recover, or go on the offensive. And you've got a big dragon with 2 heads, so that's definitely happening. So I like this one a lot. It's powerful just on the surface, but it also has a couple different modes there that you can kind of use whatever you need to take control of the game. That seems really good.
It's essentially a threat that utilizes abilities.
Yes.
So not only do you have this huge threat, you have these extra
answers. Yeah, that's great. All right, so exciting group of cards here today. Overall, how do we feel about the fire-water kind of combo pairing here compared to some of the others that we've seen?
It's definitely much controlling, but that's been a theme with the 7 luminaries mages.
Sure.
Anyways, so I can't wait to see like how much further they go when we get introduced to more of them.
Yeah, and we will have more as cards are revealed to us. We'll be previewing them here for the next couple of days, so make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel here. You don't want to miss any of these videos. It's great stuff. That's going to be it for today, though. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See ya.